Hello, Cancer. I'd like to welcome you to my channel, Fundy Fortunes, and I am an empath and an intuitive card reader. And I live on the Bay of Fundy in the province of New Brunswick in Canada, for anybody that cares to know that. I have cleansed all my rocks with my cleansing stones, and both have come out of the Bay of Fundy. These are just amazing. This one here washed up on our beach in our backyard, and it was formed and created from the tides, the surf, and the currents of the Bay of Fundy, and has been sitting probably at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean for eons of time. Nothing is much more natural than that. Nothing is cleaner than this. A lot of tarot readers go out and purchase cleansing stones. This is the heart of mine because of where it came from. All right, the second stone I have, just out of general interest, is to show you this. I had done a home reading, and my client came back the following day and brought me this cleansing stone. This energy, she called it an energy rock, full of good energy. I believe that coming from her. She's one of the most positive people that I've ever met. Everything about her is goodness and light. And she felt that I needed this and felt compelled to bring it to me. So it's appreciated. All right. I pre-shuffled the deck, laid out the cards for Cancer, and asked Spirit and the universe and all the masters of the universe within the universe to send any messages for Cancer for the month of June 2016. All right. So without further ado, the first card that I drew was the Queen of Cups. And the key word for this is sensitivity. And I will say right now that this is you, okay? This is you, Cancer. It's also me because I'm Cancer as well. Anything I tell you is going to resonate with me as well. Okay, so cup cards are all about emotions, your subconscious, your relationships, your intuition, your happiness, your love, desires, and dreams. It's a water element. All water elements are Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. In this case, we're dealing with Cancer. Okay, one thing to say right off the top with Cancers, male or female, I do have a small male-based audience as well, so I never forget about the men. All right, I've known quite a few in my time, Cancer males, and there's lots to be said about them. They really do differ in deeper aspects than the female Cancer. Um, right now, though, Cancer, you've been going through some hard times. So have I. You've retreated into your shell and you pulled that lid down tight and hard. You don't want anybody coming in. You've shut everybody out. All right. Family and friends know this about you, that you can become very moody, very withdrawn. Leave me alone is the message you put out, because you need time to digest all these hard times and hard things that you've been through recently. Um, the good news about all that, even though you're feeling disillusioned, maybe some rejection going on, maybe some dejection going on, is that this time is about to come to pass. One of my favorite sayings is, this too shall come to pass, especially when the times are really rough for me and they're hard, and we feel everything very deeply, we Cancers do. Deeper than any other sign, Cancer's also the sign of Mother Earth. The planet is a Cancer. How cool is that? Um, we can take battle scars the same way that the planet does, and we wear our scars deeply, and we wear them on the surface sometimes. Right now, they're clear on the surface for the whole world to see, whatever it is you may have personally been going through lately. I don't feel it's maybe just the one thing. I feel that you've gone through a period of hard times, but here's the good thing. Those times are almost over. Things are getting better. I believe that. Um, Cancers can be full of hope. That can be their lifeline to life itself, is hope for a better tomorrow, for better days. As Cancers, we also have experienced, believe, and know that things can change in a heartbeat. They can change overnight. There's never anything that's stagnant. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same forever. We know that in our hearts. But if our hearts are hurting right now, the best thing Cancer can do is to climb into that shell so nobody gets in your line of fire, because you can be a fireball for being a water sign. And we just need time alone to process our feelings, the hurt that's inside of us, deep in our heart and in our souls. Um, it, with cancer, some people would say, well, they're feeling sorry for themselves again. They're crawled inside that stupid shell of theirs, and they've got that lid down so hard and so tight that nobody can get in even if they wanted to. All the begging in the world, all the reasoning in the world is not going to bring them out. Here's the thing with cancers. They need to acknowledge the pain, the hurt in their heart, the scar on their soul, all these fresh scars. They need to sit. They need to, I don't like to use the word feel sorry for yourself, but there has to be some self sympathy there. And the healthiest thing for the cancer psyche is to cry, to maybe literally or figuratively, to acknowledge what has happened, to feel that pain. In order to release it, they have to bring it forward. They always need a little bit of time to do that. And somehow, once all that clears out and the rivers run dry, what's left behind is a lot of hope. The advice from this card is to tune into your own nurturing side. Nurture yourself the way you nurture everybody else in your life. You deserve that. Nobody can heal you quicker, faster, and more completely than you can yourself. This is your star. This is your gift. Okay? Let your intelligence and your intuition be your best guide. You really carry around a strong gut feeling. Listen to your gut feeling. It's going to make a big difference. Don't ever give up hope. Cancers normally don't. We normally never give up hope. That's our lifeline to the world, our lifeline to our lives, the lifeline for our future, the lifeline for today and tomorrow is hope. That's a big thing with us. I know I'm that way. I never give up hope. I never stay down. I never say die, no matter what is going on around me, because I know nothing stays the same and things are ever changing. And the keywords for this card are love, nurturing, generosity, protection, and putting out caring emotions. Everybody that's in your life knows how big your heart is and how much you care about your fellow human beings, the planet overall. With if I haven't already said it, is Mother Earth is a Cancer. I think that's pretty cool. I think it says an awful lot. We are the figure of mothering, male or female, it doesn't matter. We tend to nurture everybody, not just ourselves, but everyone that's in our lives. We have a compulsion to reach out to other people. Um, you are so openly loving towards your friends and family. When you're with your friends and family, you offer extreme loyalty to the far end of the scale. Between a scale of 1 to 10, you're hitting 15. Cancers are extremely creative. If you start anything right now, any projects, any undertaking, have faith and believe, Cancer, that you'll be successful, and you will. And the card's saying so. The card is actually literally saying anything started now will be successful. You will thrive. You will tend to focus on your relationships, your children, and your friends. If you are single, you're ready for something new. If you've recently gone through a broken heart or spent a spell alone for a long time, that's all going to come to an end for a lot of you Cancers out there. New beginnings. Hey, we're in the end of spring. We're coming up into summer. What a beautiful time of the year to start a new relationship, to fall in love. Late night walks on the beach, minus the bugs. You never see that in those romantic movies. They show a couple walking under a moonlit night, in the moon reflecting into the water, and they're strolling through the sand hand in hand, but they never show the horrible bugs, the mosquitoes. You have a way of figuratively batting the mosquitoes and clearing the air, and this is what's going to happen for you. Anything you start now, once you climb back out of that crabby shell, you're coming out renewed, refreshed, with belief, with hope. You're going to have the feeling of nothing can stop me this time around. Everybody just best get out of my way, okay? Because I'm going to be a going concern for everybody around me. I'm really taking off this. I feel stronger than before all this happened. Whatever trials that you've been through, all the hard times that you've been through, the broken hearts, the feelings of sadness, nurture them, let them come forth. Cry for yourself, then let it go. Let it go. Pick yourself up and keep right on going, okay? So that's the first card, you. Your second card is, again, another cups. And this is the Four of Cups. Wow, this card represents boredom. Oh, we don't like being bored. That's a word that is rare in my vocabulary because I don't get bored. The advice of this card is to look for inspiration. There we go. Renew your faith. There we go. That's what I said the first card. Um, life will bring you what you want. Okay, as long as you're putting forth an effort and you show the universe that this is where I'm zoning in on. This is the trial that I'm done with. This is the trail I want to be on. This is the trail I'm going to follow, and nothing is going to stop me. Um, you have to let go of the non-belief of something better for you. That can really hold you back, leave you feeling quite dissatisfied, retreating into that shell. So you're on the preface right now. Just right there's this line, and you're standing here. All you gotta do is step over it. Things will get a little bit better. And as you go along, you will get stronger. Your situation will strengthen. It'll be like um, that old saying, a rolling stone gathers no moss. There's not going to be anything growing on you that shouldn't be there. Okay, so you've got to keep going. Don't get sucked back into the shell. Just kick that shell to the side because you're not going to need that shell for a long time. You're going forward. You're moving forward. Everything with you is, you're going to start to notice things around you are getting easier. Just in your daily mundane part of your life. From, I don't know, um, if you bake a cake, yay, it rose. It's delicious. It's great. It's the best cake you've made in a long time. Um, the flowers in your garden, if you have a garden, they're doing very well this year. Everything you touch will blossom, figuratively and literally. Your relationships, your friendships, your family, your home, everything that you encounter, everything that you encompass and everything that encompasses you, you're going to see quite the change. Excuse me. Keywords for this card are, it can represent stagnant. As I said, nothing ever stays the same. This too shall come to pass, no matter what it is. I'm not saying you're going to hit any bumps in the road. That's life. You have to be realistic. You are going to encounter some challenges, but that will make you stronger and also wiser and smarter because you never make the same mistake twice. Because you digest, where did I go wrong? You digest that and you pick it apart and you pull it apart and you look in between all the parts. You look underneath all the parts, you look on top, and you get to the meat of the matter and you say, these are mistakes that I'm not ever going to make again. Um, you're always going to have a feeling of self-protection. That's who you are. But you need to let go of your stubbornness, locking yourself into that shell. You need to let go of your rigidity and softening up the edges of that which is Cancer the Crab. Crabby Pants Crab. This is a big part of who you are. We all have things that we fight against, and these are the things that we're going to fight against. It's just that simple. These are the things that we need to work on for ourselves, that nobody else can change, and no one can make any impact on, no matter what anybody says. You've got a mind of your own. But the worst thing you can do right now is to stay in that shell for too long, kick the door open, knock the hinges off, and come out fighting, but come out with the surgence of joy. I want to live. I want life to be better. And you know what? If you won't accept, excuse me, if you won't accept anything but that, then that's what's going to come to you. If you refuse to stay down, don't never say die. Get up on your feet, put your dukes up, and say, enough is enough already. I'm ready to move forward. I'm tired of the broken heart. I'm tired of feeling sad. I'm tired of the disillusionment. I'm tired of feeling stubborn because of my pride. I'll cut my nose off, spite my face, Cancers are known to do that. And tell yourself you are only going to accept moving forward, and all that lays before you, you're going to gather it up and you're going to hold it to you. And these things of the past will soon become a bitter memory. Okay? So I'm going to move on to the next card, Cancer. And I see I have a peekaboo in my cam, and that's not supposed to happen. Anyway, hey, whoever it is, this is okay because this is all going to be posted later anyway. I have a feeling who it is. Go have a cup of tea. Never mind what I'm doing here. Okay, the next card is the Star. And isn't she a beauty? Look at this. She represents hope. She represents hope. This is the last card of the reading, and she represents hope. The Star is a symbol of hope. She's very, very intuitive. She represents lessons learned from hardships and heartaches. And as you go along, the Star says, you're gaining hope. Little by little. Look at her reaching up there. She's really got a long stretch in front of her. Look at her. She's beautiful. And she's not afraid to let that come through. And she's asking the stars and the heavens beyond the water and the magic that lives beyond the water, that surrounds the water, that holds the water, Mother Earth in the universe. She's asking, bring it to me, give it to me. I am so ready to receive all the blessings and all the good luck that are being offered to me. Um, she has a way of showing protection from the universe. She shows you this. She guides you to happier times. She reveals growth. The Star tells you you are on the right path and that all will be fine. Isn't that amazing? The advice is for you to follow your heart, respect your inner knowing. Trust the universe will bring you what you need. You need to be open to that. If you're locked away in your crabby pants shell with the lid closed down tight, what do you think is going to happen? I can tell you right now what's going to happen. Nothing. Okay? Nothing will happen. Because you don't want it to. Because you get yourself locked away from the world, you're locked away from the universe. All right? So you have to remember that. You have to leave yourself open. Keywords with this card are dreams, intuition, healing, rebirth, and wishes. So what I see for you here today, Cancer, and this is coming up all for the month of June, is that you're in your shell and you're licking your wounds and you've got yourself closed off. Everybody's closed off. Everybody leave me alone in my misery. Okay? You don't want to spread that out there because you know inside that misery loves company. You don't want to take anybody down that path with you. You don't want your sour mood and your crabbiness to be reflecting onto those that you love and you care about so much because you'd have a real struggle with that and a really hard time. Come the month of June, you're going to work really hard. You're going to have almost an epiphany of what life's all about. Almost a knowing inside. Your intuitive feelers are going to be very strong when you come out of there because they've kind of given you a break. You've let your intuition lay and have a rest while you were feeling self-pity and sympathy for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. I truly believe there's nothing wrong with that. I think that if we don't feel sorry for ourselves once in a while, who will? And you need to release that pain that's built up inside you, that disillusionment, the stubbornness, the rigidity. You need to allow to let that go before you escape from the shell, before you crack that door open and kind of like hold the lid up a little bit. You're looking around like a periscope. Who's out there? Who's out there? What's going on? And you're still nervous about it. You don't want to go through these horrible things that you've been through again. And you know what? As long as you never, ever, ever give up hope, as long as you believe in the future, as long as you believe in the universe, it's because sometimes some things are unexplainable and it is outer forces that help us along. And actually, if you put forth effort and it comes from your heart, life in the universe and spirits and the masters up there and all around us, there's a payday coming. They see you working so hard, and they see that your heart is true and your heart is pure and your intentions are at 100%. And when you better yourself, you better all the people around you in your life as well. Okay? Um, like I said, it's not that you're not allowed to do this, but you can't spend all your time locked inside the Krabby Pants shell. Okay? We've got a really good way. We're really good at that. I know I am. I just go off on myself when things aren't going right. I take a long walk on the beach, or I'll take a long walk up the road to the bridge, and I'll sit there on the guardrail, and there's a marsh, and I will sit there and watch wildlife. It makes me actually forget about, not forget, I don't forget, but it releases all those crabby feelings. When I come back, I see the beauty of nature and the wonder of life, and I come back and I go, you know what? When I put everything on the scales of life, of the world, I got it pretty easy, no matter how bad it gets. Believe me, I have every right to say that. Don't anybody send me a message saying, you must be nice to have your life. No, you have no idea. When I say I know what hard times are about, believe you me, I've had times I thought I was living in the third world, not in Canada. I've been through some very hard times. I'm not bragging about that. I just want people to understand I know what I'm talking about. I don't open my mouth unless I've had an personal experience with things. I've had friends tell me, if I were you, I'd never even be able to get up and face the days ahead. I'd stay in bed. I just wouldn't move. Why would I get up? What for? To face more misery, to wallow in more misery. And boy, we can get drowned in that pretty fast. But here's the thing with cancer, being a crab, being a water sign, you're never going to drown. Never. You can breathe underwater with the best of them. And on that note, I'm just going to wrap this up. We've run into 22 minutes so far because of me and my yappy mouth. I try to ring all the messages that the universe is sending for you. This is all good. You're coming from a dark place into the light again. You're going to feel stronger and better than ever. And the scars that you carry, that's armor for down the road. But from what I see down the road, everything is going to be getting better for you. June's going to be a fairly good month. You're going to see results in your life. Everything you try, everything you touch is going to turn to gold. And if you hit any bumps, you're going to deal with them like water off a duck's back. Big deal. Who cares? That's not stopping me. I'm going to keep on going. All right. So Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please click like below this window. Share it with your friends, with Google, with Twitter, and Facebook. And if you like the reading enough, if you want a more personal reading that's going to resonate just with you, you can get my information from down below as well. My email and my website, www.bayoffundyfortunes.ca. Oh, sorry, bayoffundyfortunes.blogspot.ca is right down below. You can fill out the contact form that's on the site, or you can just ship me off an email. And I try to get my readings out and complete within 24 hours of request. All right. I wish you the best of June. I know it's going to be the best because I'm not settling for anything less. Have a great one. Look forward to June. Blow the dust off yourself. Close that shell and toss it into the back room somewhere, into the dark corners where it belongs. And you just keep on trucking and keep looking forward. Thank you very much for coming and spending some time with me. And good luck to you, Cancer. Goodbye.